ask how long I'll be here. I say forever, let's just be clear. I'ma be loving you all of my life, for the rest of my life. I'll be loving you all of my life, for the rest of my life. Everybody that's up in here, Lord, your blessing so was clear. I'ma be loving you all of my life, for the rest of my life. I'll be loving you all of my life, for the rest of my life. I just wanna show you that it's so. Okay. When my hands up, I call it worship. Okay. Yeah, I know it's real. Yeah, I know it's real. Oh yeah. And I ain't got a question now. I feel. Yeah. Give me purpose. No, I never ever nervous. Everything you say, believe 'em. No, I never ever leave 'em. I ain't stepping down off this work. I'ma keep this thing clear, that's for sure. Well, just wanna ask how long I'll be here. I say forever, let's just be clear. I'ma be loving you all of my life, for the rest of my life now. I'll be loving you all of my life, for the rest of my life. Now everybody that's up in here, throw your blessing so it's clear. I'll be loving you all of my life, for the rest of my life. I'll be loving you all of my life, for the rest of my life. I love how my God, it feels the same about me. You can hear me telling in my testimony. He's alright, you say. He's alright, trust me. And we going up, he gonna rain down victory. Everything that you need, he can guarantee. Love that will make you whole, let it overflow. So here's where I'll be, I just gotta let you know. Wanna ask how long I'll be here. I said forever, let's just be clear. I'ma be loving you for the rest of my life now. I'll be loving you all of my life, for the rest of my life. Now everybody that's up in here, throw your bless up so it's clear. I'ma be loving you for the rest of my life now. All of my life, for the rest of my life. I'ma be loving you. Neither the hurt, neither the hate. Neither the time I gotta wait. Neither the death will separate. Never change my mind, never from the love of God. I wanna ask how long I'll be here. I say forever, let's just be clear. I'ma be loving you all of my life, for the rest of my life. I'ma be loving you all for the rest of my life. Everybody that's up in here, everybody, yeah. Though your blessing so much clear, I'ma be loving you. Stay on. I'ma be loving you all of my life, rest of my life. I'ma be loving you, yeah, the rest of my life. Said I won't be here, the rest of my life. I ain't going nowhere, all of my life, for the rest of my life. Ain't going nowhere, all of my life. Oh, forever, hey, forever, hey, forever. I'm loving you forever. Y'all, that song is so lit. I love that song. That's my turn up song. So hey ladies, it's your girl Jazz. I'm here doing my video diary for my vlog, and it's just been a great year. Like, I just been like reflecting back on my 2018 and just reflecting on, like, despite the bad, the ugly, you know, even the good, man, God has just been awesome this year for me. Like, my life has transformed so much, and I give nobody but him all the glory, him all the praise, all the honor, and just, I'm just so thankful for his love for me. You know, when I was not even worrying about him and following on the wrong path and getting into things I had no business, being with people I had no business, doing things without, just a whole bunch of, just a hot mess, okay? And I just am so thankful for the love of God and just how far he's brought me, and how far he will continue to bring me and allow me to grow, you know, as a daughter of God, and as a mother. You know, like, I have a 3-year-old. It's crazy, it's wild. She'll be 4 next year. But just, and as a daughter to my parents, and as a sister to my sister, and as a friend, just growing in all those areas, and just for him being present in every
aspect in every area of my life, and I'm just so grateful and so thankful for him. And I'm just thankful for these videos, man, and just for the support that you guys have, given me throughout the year. It's been I was like talking to my stepmom last night and just telling her, like, 2018 has been a pretty great year for me, and I thank nobody but God. Like, just how much I've grown, man, and learned so much about me, like, with these videos. Last year, 2017, I did not see myself doing anything like this, but it's like, it's here, like, it's reality. Like, God knew, he knew what was going to happen for me in 2018. He knew, that I was going to start doing these videos. He knew that I was going to be encouraging women. He knew, he knew those things, that I was going to, start my t-shirts. Like, he knew all of that. Like, he knew all of that. Well, I didn't know none of it. I'm sitting here doing my thing, thinking, okay, this is what my life is about to be like. But then he says, no, ma'am, this is what you're going to be doing. And I'm just so thankful for his love. And that's just how much he loves me. And that's just how much he loves you, ladies. And so today, I just want to just talk about, just being in our singleness, especially like during the holidays. Christmas is coming around, New Year's is coming around. And just talk about, how important it is during our single moment and during our single season to seek the Father, like, because he knows the desires of our hearts. He knows our desires to be in a genuine relationship with a man, and, to one day be married and have your family. He knows those things, and he knows our heart's desires, and he wants to give us those desires and bless us with those desires. But he wants us to trust him along the way. Trust him when you're sitting at home, on a Saturday night, and you were used to hit your little boo up, but now God got you doing, down another path. Like, and be strong in that moment, when you're home, or he hit you up and you used to respond back, and be like, okay, let's chill. But no, like, we're moving from that, and we're growing from that. We can't keep letting the cycle repeat itself, trying to move forward and trying to be a new person and trying to do new things, but you're bringing your past and your old ways right along with you. Like, we can't do that. And so that's what God has been showing me. Like, it's okay to be single, and it's honestly, and it's okay to be content with who you are in your singleness. Like, you don't need a man to validate you. You don't need a relationship to validate you. The only person that validates you is God. The only thought of only, like, any thought that matters is the thought of God and what he thinks about you. And I told God, my biggest thing, that all I want to do is live a life that is pleasing to him. Like, nothing else matters. Like, I really one day literally broke in my car, just telling God, just thanking him for his love, and just how I just want to live a life that's pleasing to him. Like, all this other stuff, like for real, like, none of this other stuff matters if my relationship with him is not, isn't straight. And that is, and he knows that is a desire of my heart. And he's continuing to show me, like, baby girl, like, I'm here for you. I've always been here for you. And he's showing us, but we have to receive that, and we have to trust him. Like, we can't, like, I know we all have the one boo, like, that if he calls, oh, I'm, you jump up at your feet for him, and, oh, he'd be like, but then it's like, it's only on his terms. Like, and it's like, no, that's not what love is. That's not a relationship. That's not somebody that cares about you, that's doing their dirt on the side and then hit you up when they want to. Honestly, to be intimate and and just for you to give yourself away, and for them not to care, like, or somebody that's, that this best line to hit you with, I got so much going on in my life, and then you're wondering, you're spending, you're giving all your time for them, and you're wondering why they can't do the same for you. And then their excuse is, I just got a lot going on. And that's the number one excuse, like, guys hit us with, ladies. But, and I used to be so naive to the game, and ain't know nothing, just so thought I was so in love, and like, oh, he's not gonna do me like this. And then when I find out, I'm just so hurt, just so broken, Lord, just don't know what to do with my life. But man, God changed all that for me. Like, He's showing me, like, baby girl, you don't need to settle. You're beautiful. You don't need to settle just to say you have somebody, or think you're not good enough for somebody because you're not confident in who you are. Like, He has allowed me to be confident in the skin that I am in, and to love me the way that I am. And He's gonna send a man to love me to love me the same, like, to love every area of me and every area of my life. And it's just gonna be something great. So ladies, like, it's okay to be single, and the wait is gonna be worth it. Like, I've been celibate for going on a year now, and just how how much clear I'm thinking. And guys, during this time, they've tried to, even guys from my past and new guys, try to talk to me. But it's like, and I would respond back and conversate with them. And then something happens. It's like, okay, so no, his intentions are not good. And I just stopped talking to them. Like, block the number. Block game is so strong in 2018. Will continue to be strong in 2019. And I thank nobody but the Lord. It's like, I don't have time. Like, stuff that I used to sit around and do, like, I don't have time for that anymore. And it's like, why do you, and it's like, what was your, like, and I'll be finding myself like, what was the point of you coming, like, guys from my past, what was the point of you trying to come back into my life? Like, if you knew you still doing the same old thing, like, okay, because I used to accept it before, but it's like, no, at one point, like, we have to grow up, and it's like crazy, So, and this is what trips me out. Like, okay, so there's this guy that I was talking to, and I just like kind of fell back, stopped talking to him. And I used to explain, like, okay, so I can't talk to you no more. And he used to be like, okay, so how do you feel about me? Where do you see? Like, I used to ask these questions, but it's like, we shouldn't have to ask how somebody feels about us. We shouldn't have to ask, okay, so what's next? Like, a guy is if he is really, truly, wanting to be with you, he's going to show that. We shouldn't have to continually ask, and then they give you just whatever answer, and then you roll with it, you accept it. Like, no, like, they hit you with, oh, I'm just not ready for a relationship. Okay, so like, why are you here? Like, why are you basically wasting my time if you're not ready to be committed fully to somebody? And it's just like, no. But so there's this guy that I was talking to, like, and I just, like, I used to explain to him, like, okay, so I can't do this anymore. But it's like, and he's been trying to, like, hit me up or whatever. And I had not been answering my phone, like, just been ignoring all of his calls. Like, I'm so sorry, just been ignoring his calls. And for one day, I finally, like, picked up the phone to talk or whatever. But he was out doing something. And then, and it's just so crazy. Like, he was out doing something in the middle of something, but still called me. And then was like, I'll call you right back. And I was just like, what was the point? What was the point of you call? Like, all this time you've been blowing me up. Obviously you want to talk to me. I finally picked the phone up to talk to you, and you act like you too busy to talk. And I'm just like, see, that's this kind of stuff, like, I don't got time for. Like, I don't got time for. Block. You're blocked. Like, you're not coming into 2019 with me. That's you know I got time for that. And it's like, ladies, we have to realize our worth, and no more settling. Like, I told myself, I'm not settling. I know what I deserve. And I'm not, like, it's okay. And I really honestly enjoyed me being in my single time. Like, I've learned so much and discovered so much about Jasmine that I did not know existed in me, because I was so busy giving myself to somebody else, and they're draining the life out of me, that I discovered new life, within me that I didn't know existed. And that's just because my relationship with God, and just me spending one-on-one time with him, and getting to know him, and just giving him my all, and giving him my heart, and just trusting him to move, in that area of being in a relationship, and just waiting. Like, the wait is gonna be worth it. I promise you, it's gonna be worth it. Like, it's gonna be hard at times, and I'm not telling you it's all peaches and cream. Like, nights do get lonely, but at the end of the day, your happiness is what's more important. I told myself I would never again allow a man to make me lose peace, to lose my peace, to lose my joy, to lose my happiness, or to lose focus on me. I'm telling myself I will never get lost, so caught up in a relationship that means no good, that's draining the life out of me, that I lose everything about me. Like, these are things that I've promised myself, ladies, and I believe you should promise yourself the same things. No more settling, no more allowing things, that you used to let slide, and no more ignoring the red flags. That's a big thing. Like, it's there in your face, but you're sitting there ignoring it, thinking, "Oh no, he wouldn't do that." Or, and people can change. Like, people can change, because, like, God can do it. Like, he's changed me. He's changed a lot. He's changed a lot of people. So, don't think, "Oh, this person can't change." And that was, and that was my big issue. Like, I always had I always had an issue seeing, like, the bad in people. Like, it's like hearing smack dead in my face, like, bow, like, right there, and I would ignore it. Like, okay, somewhere some common sense needed to come in. And I'm just talking about myself right now. Some common sense needed to come in and be like, "Okay, so this is not for me. I need to step away." But I'm just so, "Oh no, I believe they could change. I believe, he could be a better person. I'm going to just stay with him and stick this thing out until it happens." But in the meantime, he's putting his hands on you. He's cheating on you, talking down to you like a dog. Got you lying to your mama and daddy about what you're doing and where you're at, and got you out doing all kind of mess, doing God knows what. Got you about to get locked up and go to jail. And it's like, girl, when is the common sense going to kick in? Like, and that was me. That was Jasmine. But it's like, man, but at the end of the day, God can change people. He's changed me. But it's like, at the end of the day, we have to have common sense, ladies. And we can't just settle for no mess that's right there smack dab in our faces. Like for real, like, no, ignoring the red flags. Once you ignore one red flag, something else pop up. There's two red flags. You ignore that one, and then it's like, come on now. But I just learned so much, like, just about relationships, like, for real. It's been a year. 2018 has definitely been a year, and God has opened so much. Like, he's opened my eyes to so many things, so many things that I didn't see before in certain people. Like, I've lost relationships, I've gained new relationships, and it's just crazy how much can change in a year, and how much can happen in a year, man. And I just give nobody but him the praise, him the glory, him the honor. Like, for real, I'm just excited for what's to come in 2019. 2019 is the year of restoration, ladies. It's the year that what you've been preparing for and writing in our journals in 2019 is the year that those things are going to kick off, and our minds are going to be blown. Things is going to be happening in our lives and manifesting that we couldn't even imagine. I'm talking about imagine. Dream big, man. That's what that's what I always get told. Dream big, Jazz. Dream big. Like, what is it that what are some things that you see yourself doing that you never thought you could? Like, and write them in your journal, ladies. Write those things in your journal. Like, my stepmom always say, things without works, like, can't happen, or something like however that saying goes. Like, basically, like, you have this dream, you know, and you talk about it, you want to do it, but then you're not putting no effort behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we give it to God, we pray over it, but at the same time, he wants us to show him like how bad we want it. Like, we have to go out and take the necessary steps. Like, it's okay. So like with going to school, like I wanted to go to school, I wanted to work, you know, in the medical field with patients and just help care for patients. But how would I do that if I'm working at a plant? You know what I'm saying? Working at Freddy's, ringing up cashiers at the grocery store. How can I do that if I'm not going to school? And then when I get to school, applying myself and taking it serious to get and graduating like I, you know, like you're supposed to. So it's like you have to, you know, write it out. You know, get your plan, write it out in your journals, but take those necessary steps to get, you know, to get to where you want to. Like, we have to put the plan into action. You know, and that's just, you know, basically, that's just what we have to do. Like, of course, give it to the Father, you know, seek him on it first, and then put that plan into action. And that's what we have to do, and that's what Jasmine is going to do. Like, I wrote the plan, you know, of my shirts and doing my shirts. And now it's time to put that plan into action. And that's why I'm just so excited of the year to come, and just excited for 2019 and just things manifested in my life and in y'all's lives as well, ladies. And I just thank y'all for tuning in, man, just for the support. And I'm just going to tell y'all again, it's okay to be single. I got just a few. It's okay to be single. 1, 2, do not ignore the red signs or the red flags. It's okay to be single. Seek God in your singleness. That is the first step. That's the first step. Seek God in your singleness. Don't seek that bottle of Chardonnay. Seek the Father. Don't seek that see, okay, I used to smoke weed, and I used to like get high and think, okay, this is gonna take the pain away. No, do not seek the weed. Seek the Father. Do not ignore the red signs when you get, you know, and don't ignore the red signs, ladies. For those that are in relationships right now, do not ignore the red signs. Seek God first. During our single time, this is a time where we have every opportunity to spend with the Father. Like, during your singleness, you know, you're not, you know, you're not distracted by a relationship or, you know, the guy. So you have every opportunity to spend with God. Yes, life gets in the way, but your time spent with God is more important than anything. Like, we seek first God's kingdom and all things, all those things that we've been praying to him about, asking him for, all things shall be added unto us exceedingly and abundantly. But we just have to seek God, like, during our time of singleness. We can't fill that void with the drinking, with the smoking, with the partying, with sex. You know, we can't fill the void with those things. The only true person that can fill that void is God, and the love of God. Not love from a man that's not treating you right, that's putting his hands on you. Not love from smoking weed, not love from drinking and going out partying. You know, God is the only person, the only thing that can fill that void. That's why it's so important to seek him during our time of singleness, ladies. Even in a relationship, seek him during that relationship. If you feel like, okay, something isn't right here and you've seen a red flag, seek the Father. Pray about it. And he will show you if it's time to step away, or if this is, you know, where he wants you to be. He will show you, but we can't ignore him. We can't think, oh, we got it all figured out and we're going to take a different route than what God is telling us to do. We can't do that. We have to trust him. We have to trust him. We have to seek him, ladies. It's okay to be single. Like I said, I know the holidays is coming around and we're seeing people, you know, post, oh, with Bay on Christmas, and I'm not, you know, trying to knock relationships at all, because one day I would love to be married to a man of God that loves God first, that loves me, and that loves Sophia. But it's so many people that are in a relationship that aren't genuinely happy, and so many people that are in relationships that's just, happy on social media, but he's dogging her out, and he's treating her, like she's not worth anything, and bringing her down, and killing her self-esteem. It's so many people that are ladies that are in relationships that aren't healthy for them, that are miserable. And I used to be that, and I used to be her, and it's like, I promised myself to never be her again, to never let a man ever get me to that point again, to where I did not love me, or to where, I didn't feel good enough, or that I didn't feel pretty enough, or that I didn't feel appreciated. Like, never allow any man to get us to that point again, ladies. That's why it's okay to be single. If God is telling you and giving you every sign in the world to walk away from a relationship, walk away from that relationship. Don't ignore him, and don't take things upon yourself and think, oh, I'm going to stick it out and work it out. When he's giving you every sign in the world to walk away, ladies, it's time to walk away. It's okay to be single. I promise you, like, you're not, yes, it's not all peaches and cream. Like I said, some nights you get lonely, and you want to be booed up, and you want to be laid up, but it's like, is that worth it? You being booed up and laid up, is it worth it that he's still disrespecting you, calling you out of your name, putting his hands on you, cheating on you with other women? Is it worth it? Like, some things just ain't worth it. Like, that ain't worth me losing my happiness over. That ain't worth me backtracking. Like, come on, no. When God says walk away, walk away. It's okay. I can't say it enough. It's okay. It's okay to be single. It's okay to be single. And I'm speaking to my single ladies right now. It's okay to be single. It's okay to be single. And I encourage you all during your single season to seek the Father on those very things that your heart desires. Those things. Seek the Father. Ask him for his guidance, and I promise you, he will guide you on the right path. And you may lose some people along the way, but it's because those people were never supposed to be there in the first place, and those people aren't meant to go where God is taking you. And it's okay, and it's okay to love from a distance. I mean, I found myself having to do people I've known for years. I barely even talk to anymore, but it's okay, because God is taking me to a different place in my life, and it's okay. It's okay. But I encourage you all, ladies, seek the Father during this time of your singleness, and trust him regardless. Trust him when you see that red sign. If you're entering a new relationship and you see that first red sign, seek the Father and trust him with whatever answer he gives you. And if it might not even make sense, still trust him, because he will never steer us wrong. He will never steer us wrong. It might not make sense and it might hurt, but he would never steer us wrong, lady. He has nothing but the best interest at heart for us, and he wants nothing but for us to be happy, and just to seek him, and just trust him, and know that he is there, and that he has always been there. And when you're home alone at night, your friends are out partying or with their boyfriends, that's the time where you should be spending time with God. And you might sit there just, wanting to do something else, but no, spend time with God. Spend time with God. Find out who you are, and find out who he defines you to be. Not what this world defines you to be, not what the man defines you to be, or that relationship. Find out who God has called you to be. And you're going to discover a lot of things about you that you didn't even know existed. But we have to seek the Father, and we have to trust him. We have to trust him. So, ladies, again, I encourage you all to seek the Father during your time of singleness. It's okay to be single. And if you're entering a new relationship and you see some red flags, seek God on it. Please do not ignore the red flags. Do not ignore the women's intuition, and do not ignore the Father. Do not ignore him. And like I should have had when I was, going through my relationship is some it's just not ignoring when it's like smack dab in your face. Don't ignore when it's smack dab in your face. Do not. But I thank you right now. This is my last video of 2018, ladies. I will be back in 2019 stronger, faith stronger than ever, love for God stronger than ever, confident than ever, content than ever. And I'm just excited for what's to come and for what God is going to do for you all as well. And I just pray everybody has a blessed holiday, a blessed Christmas, a blessed New Year, and just to come into the 2019 just ready just for a fresh thing. I'm ready for a fresh thing. I'm ready for a fresh thing and what God has to come for me. And I'm just ready for I'm just wanting my relationship with him to keep growing stronger and stronger, my faith in him just to keep growing stronger and stronger. And I'm going to keep encouraging. Like I said, I will see you ladies next year in 2019. Everybody have a blessed holiday. It's okay to be single. Do not ignore those red signs. I will see y'all next year. Bye. Be blessed.